Let's go back to the bubble, bro.
Let's get right into it.
Let's go back to the bubble, man. And obviously, obviously you've been in the Heat culture for a period of time, and it's always like, what's the secret to the success, and how does it work? Because when people look at the rosters and they don't see the talent that they would expect us to have the success that we have, they say the math ain't mathing. Just go back to the bubble, man, and just go back to how close-knit we are, how much time we spend together, and how different that is, because you've been in a couple situations.
Yeah.
Obviously, you were drafted by the Spurs,
Yep.
got traded to Phoenix,
Yep.
then you end up in Houston, then you end up with us, and then, I think it was Toronto after that.
Yeah, we don't count after.
You've been a couple different places.
I was already out, man.
You've been a couple places. Tell us what was special about being with the Heat, and just go back to that.
Now, with the Heat, what was special to me was like we were really close as a team. We always hang out. We were like brothers. You had my back. I had, Tyler's back.
Mm-hmm.
Bam has. We were there to help each other.
Yes.
And not every team is like that, to be so close. And in the bubble, what I think was the most important thing, like we didn't with anybody else. Like we just hang out. We just hang out. Us, we went to practice. From practice to lunch, we didn't say hi to nobody. We were just.
So you help me out, because I was too old. I wasn't in the bubble. So in the bubble, like opposing teams were hanging out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, not us though.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but they're just.
Yeah, you can see, like, from the window, we would play cards. When you see downstairs, there were like two Clippers, like two Dallas guys. They were just hanging out together.
The guys would gamble together, play cards together, hang out together. Got a water park, go to the water park together.
Yeah, playing golf.
Play golf together. Yeah, we went about that.
Yeah, we
went about that. Set the tone early.
We were in OG's room or Jimmy's room and just play cards and, just hang out or.
That had to be long, though,
Heat gang, killer. Heat gang.
That had to be long, though, sitting in that bubble doing that.
Yeah, it was a long
96 days.
Yeah,
96 days.
It was a long 3 months.
And we lost
3 months.
Yeah, and then lost the finals.
Yeah, that was.
But let's go back to that, because I don't think, if you understand, we weren't at full strength. How are you affected in that finals with, your injury?
Not even, yes, the finals the most, but even my.
I remember that.
My first, we play against Indy.
Yes.
So first game, second game, I was okay, and then I start to feel my heel. I thought there was a bruised heel, so I had a pain in my heel. Every morning that I woke up, I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then, they told me that it's just a bruise, but then every game was worse and worse. I can feel like, something is happening. So, but I didn't know what. And in the end, Brandon.
Yes. B.
They knew that I was plantar fasciitis, and then it was just was getting worse. So he told me there is like 10 or 15% of chance that it's gonna snap. Oh. So I said, okay, I'm good with that. It's like I got 75, 80%. That's I'm tough. I'm gonna go through it. And I was on the pills. Every game was harder and harder, but that was my life. Playoffs.
He said he was on the pills. That's the funniest shit. Remember when we were back to the finals for 3 years in a row together. Yeah. I wasn't here the fourth year, but it was like the running joke in Miami was like before the game there'd be like 4 or 5 guys sitting there getting ready to take a shot.
Oh yeah.
He said he's on the pills. That's what I thought about. We'd all just, all right, who's up next? Boom.
3 straight finals, a lot
broken down.
Basketball.
Oh,
3 straight finals, a lot of.
Yeah, we're so broke down.
But when you asked me, because I had the same injury, and I told you, I was like, go ahead and pop that.
Yeah.
You better off just popping it. Because I popped my plantar fascia. You better off just popping it and continue to deal with that pain that you're going to deal with. You pop them up.
You do your own surgery.
Yeah,
basically.
you go pop them up and do your own surgery. So obviously, fast forward, did it pop? I don't remember.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, the first I only played 5 minutes of the first game of the finals. Yeah, and it popped. I remember the play. I was driving by Rondo, and I just heard like, and I asked him, "Did you kick me?" Yeah. I was like, "What is going on?" And then I just started feeling like a golf ball, like swelling up under my.
Yeah. I did that. I did it when I was playing for the Wizards the year I was playing there. Same thing. I was making a hard cut, and all you hear is,
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, damn, someone's shooting at me.
Yeah.
And I took the next step. I said, I was like,
Yeah,
I did my
was-
calf. I tore my calf muscle. It was the same thing. It hurts.
You tear your calf muscle for a non-athletic guy. A torn calf muscle for a non-athletic
Hey,
motherfucker.
You ain't gotta laugh.
You know,
I know this is. I know this is his show. You ain't gotta laugh. You be talking because you just
I'm
be
just
talking.
saying, Killer. I take
But
that
he
back.
was always on his tippy toes to shoot that. You know, it's a lot of stress on the calf.
I'm talking. Killer was in the dunk contest, wasn't in the McDonald's All-American. And he was in the dunk
Damn,
contest
yeah,
at Florida.
was.
Yeah, he was. I'm talking that. But Killer had some hop. He had some butt.
Hey, so talk about growing up playing basketball. The difference, like right now, European basketball is really, pressing what American basketball is, right? You see every draft, you're starting to see it. You came in before that was like the norm.
Yes.
Talk about growing up playing basketball over there and what you think the difference is, because you live here now. What the difference is between that and Americanized basketball?
And not just European, Slovenia.
Yeah.
I know about Stank France and all that. I've been there.
Yeah.
I know about Spain. I've been there.
Stank.
I know about all these places. I've been there.
I invite OG to come to Slovenia. He's like, do you guys have cars over there? You still got horses?
Horse and buggy over there?
I also asked them, do they got weed? They ain't got weed, I ain't going.
They do now.
They got weed, I ain't going if they ain't got no weed, Killer. That's not a vacation for me. That's too fucking stressful. I'll stay here.
So talk about it though, for real.
Yeah, if I go back, it's a very different environment because we don't have like colleges for basketball. You go straight to the club. So
not the club that he used to go to. Like
not the
club. You're talking
no,
about like
I'm
the
a basketball club.
basketball
Yeah.
They definitely got in that club. But the pasties.
Yeah, you're right.
It's way different because when I was 14, 15, I was already playing with a grown man.
Pro.
With Luca's dad, for example.
How crazy is that? Luca's dad was your freaking mentor.
He was a captain of our team and the
Was he
best
nice?
player. He was nice, not nice like Luca, but his same size, same shot, no handles though. But he was nice. And then when you're 15, 16 years old, you go with those guys. You travel around to different countries playing.
So mom and dad just let you go hang out with 29-year-old, 30-year-old men.
Yeah. I mean, it was already a job.
Yeah.
I was getting paid.
You was
at
getting paid
15.
early?
What'd they pay you? Just out of curiosity.
500 euros a month.
500 euros a month.
But that was first day that I got it. Was gone.
How old were you?
I was 15.
500 euros a month. I'll take
15,
that back. 15. That's
but
Jordans.
it's
Jordans.
Slovenian Jordans. Spell Slovenian Jordans.
All right, so 500.
500.
I ain't had no money for a 15-year-old. $500.
I know, but hey, we got a coupons for the meals too, free food. That was the number one for me. Food. Oh my God. But yeah, you hanging out with the adults. You come to the locker room, they're butt-ass naked, smoking cigars and cigarettes. You're like, what is going on?
You're 14.
I'm 14. So. It's
14 making 500 euros a month.
So
but they did take care of us. Every time when we go on the road trip or something, we would go out with them to the at 14 years old.
Wow.
They would take care of us. He's with us.
Sound like me.
Yeah, that sound like you.
That sound like me. I would definitely.
And when you're 14, 15, and you're playing against those guys. You have to be tough, because they're stronger, they're faster. But that's how I learned to be tough, because I lost my tooth, I broke 3 times my nose, got stitches, and that's just how I grew up.
So you start at 14, you're going through all this shit that you're talking about. So how old are you then when you get drafted by San Antonio and then traded to Phoenix?
I was 20. I was 20.
So you played 6 years over there like that.
Yes, I play 4 years in Slovenia. Then I signed with the Spain, Tau Keramika. So I moved to Spain when I was 18 by myself. At that team, I played with Pablo Prigioni, with Luis Scola.
Yeah, Scola. Okay.
Yeah, and Mirza Teletovic was there. The shooter he used to play. So I played there for 1 year, and then I come back to Slovenia. Because I signed with Union Olimpija, we play EuroLeague. And after that, I got drafted. The only workout that I did for a team was the Phoenix Suns, because I had the same agent that Steve Nash did, Bill Duffy, and that was the only team that I want to go there because of Steve. And and yeah, then I got drafted and came to the States.
So talking about that though, from 14 to 20, obviously that's a life experience most American kids don't see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you credit though? Like, what do you credit like your guys' basketball keeps coming up, and there's been arguments on a bunch of podcasts everywhere. Like European basketball is getting there, right? Slovenia is getting there. Like all the stuff, it's becoming a global sport, obviously more and more. Like, what do you credit that to? Is that some of the stuff?
Yeah, I do. I credit this, and I credit because when you're young, they teach you more as a system to know how to play the system. You know, they don't give so much attention about dribbling, about like athleticism, but it's more like when you at the young age they already put you in the system. You need to know how to play the system, to play the right way, and you know, pick and roll, spacing, where to hit the guy, and I think so. That's the most fundamental, especially for those Europeans. And then when you come to the NBA, that's a different story because you have to deal with athleticism and everything else. So
was that the hardest adjustment? Was the speed and athleticism?
You know, for me the hardest thing was not athleticism. I always like to play fast, you know, up tempo game. But you know, I was not a good shooter when I was young.
Wow.
So because in Europe I could get to the hoop and I could finish over the guys easy. And then I came to the Phoenix Suns, you know, first practice, Shaq was under the basket. So I would penetrate, and I thought I'm gonna, you know, lay it up, you know, block. You know, I was like, okay, I need to change the game. So then I had floater, mid-range. When I come to the Heat 3-point line, you know, so that was the hardest thing, just to, you know, to kind of learn when to shoot, how to shoot, and
we wouldn't let them get a shot off when we played him. We would trap the out of Goran. He coming off that pick and roll, we would trap his ass. Get off there. You gonna make him get off that much. You won't get in the paint today, Jack.
It was funny. It was funny because when we played the Heat, oh my God, I was like, I already knew what they're gonna do, you know, and I always call CB to the pick and roll. But you know, he was a little bit slower, but as soon as OG got in, his strap. You know, my average against the team, the lowest is against the Heat.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
16 points.
That's his
every
low average. Get out of here. That's 16 points is his low against us. God damn.
No, but you know, every team was higher. Like, but against Miami Heat was always because of OG.
Put two on the ball. Put two on the ball. He come off that pick and roll, getting downhill. We couldn't do shit with Goran. You know what I'm saying? So we put two on the ball every time. I couldn't wait to trap his ass. I couldn't wait to trap his ass.